Hey guys, welcome to class. Today's practice will be a sweet and slow yoga flow with the goal of relaxation to recharge body and mind and cultivate a deeper sense of connection to ourselves. So when you're ready, meet me on the mat. We'll start the class at the back of the mat, separating your knees to the outer edges, bringing your big toes to touch. Lower your tummy between your thighs, stretch your arms forward, and lower your forehead to the mat for child's pose. Taking your time to settle into this resting position before we start to move. You may keep your palms down, or if you wish, come up onto your fingertips and deepen the opening across the shoulders. If on fingertips, imagine your armpits drawing to or towards the mat. And breathe. From here, walk your fingertips over to the right, keeping your hips anchored and feeling the stretch now from the left wrist all the way down to the left hip. Breathe into that left lung, expanding through the left rib cage, opening the side of the body. Walk your fingertips back to center, and we'll do the other side. So fingertips walk over to the left now. Opening up the right side of the body. Inhaling deeply, opening up that right lung and right rib cage. Feeling the stretch from the right wrist all the way down to the right hip. Take one more inhale. Exhale, walk your fingertips back to center. Palms down. On your next inhale, press yourself up to all fours, bringing your knees underneath of your hips and your wrists underneath of your shoulders. We will flow through some cat-cow movements now, warming up the spine. Inhale, lift your tailbone and your chest towards the sky, arching the back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, and imagine lifting the upper middle back towards the sky. Inhale, drop the tummy, lift the tail, lift the chest. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the upper middle back to the sky. Cat pose. One more time. Inhale, lift the tailbone and chest for cow pose. And exhale, round through the upper middle back. Tuck the tailbone for cat pose. Inhale and come back now into cow pose, lifting the tailbone and chest. And this time, as you exhale, tuck the toes and lift your sit bones up and back for downward facing dog. We'll take a moment in down dog here. Maybe pedaling through the feet and just taking any minor movements, feeling where you're at. This may be your first down dog of the day. It's our first down dog of the practice, so using this time to open up. Drawing one heel towards the mat, and then switching and dropping the other. opening up the backs of the calves. Now I want you to bend the knees generously, lift the sit bones a little higher towards the sky. Wrap your armpits towards the midline and press into the inner edges of your hand where your thumb and forefinger meet and create an L shape. Take one more inhale. And exhale. And now inhale, come forward, drop your knees down, lift the tailbone and chest back into cow pose. Exhale, sit bones high, downward facing dog. Generous bend in the knees. Inhale, knees down, lift the chest, cow pose. And exhale, sit bones high, down dog. Inhale, knees down, lift up, cow pose. And exhale, tuck the tailbone and glide back into a child's pose, untucking the toes. Reach your arms forward, forehead to the mat. Take one moment. As you inhale now, come back into tabletop. Sit back onto your heels. Bring your fingertips out alongside your hips. Inhale, lift your arms up alongside your ears and gaze towards the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, swan dive your arms, bring your tummy to your thighs and your forehead to the mat. Drag your wrists forward now alongside your knees and plant your palms underneath of your shoulders. Inhale and peel the chest up, leading from the crown of the head, arching the back down to the tail. Draw your shoulders back. Exhale, come forward into tabletop. And inhale, arch the back, lift the tailbone for cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, and sit back on your heels. Child's pose, arms reaching forward. And with your fingertips now, draw a big circle all around, circling your hands back beside your feet. Get ready, we will press up onto our knees. So inhale, press up onto your knees, drive your pelvis forward, lift your arms up and gaze to the sky. Exhale, palms touch, sit back on your heels, bring your hands in prayer at your chest center. We will flow through this little sequence 2 more times. So fingertips outside of your hips once again. Inhale, arms up alongside your ears, gaze to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, swan dive the arms, forehead to the mat. Drag your wrists beside your knees, plant your palms under your shoulders. Inhale, peel the chest, arch from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Exhale, come forward, tabletop. Inhale, arch the back, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, sit back on your heels, child's pose, arms reaching forward. With your fingertips, draw a big circle all around, hands beside feet. Get ready. Inhale, press up onto your knees, pelvis forward, arms alongside your ears. Exhale, palms touch, sit back on your heels. Another time, fingers out to the side. Inhale, arms up, gaze to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, tummy to thighs, forehead to the mat. Drag your wrists beside your knees, plant your palms. Inhale, peel the chest, arch the back. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck the tail, glide back, child's pose, arms reaching forward. With fingertips now, draw that circle all around, wrists back beside feet, and get ready. Inhale, press up onto your knees, pelvis forward, arms alongside your ears. Exhale, palms touch, sit back on your heels and hands at heart center. Very good. We will flow through the same similar poses, but we will switch it up for this round. So once again, fingertips outside of your hips. Inhale, arms up alongside your ears and look to the sky. Exhale, swan dive your arms and hinge from the hips. Tummy to thighs, forehead to the mat. Again, drag your wrists beside knees and plant your palms. Inhale, lead from the head, arching from tail to crown. And this time, I want you to take your left hand forward and out in front in the center. Take your right fingertips and point them forward. As you inhale now, we'll draw a big semicircle with the right fingertips reaching up, up, up through the sky and back behind us, creating a nice twist. I want you to now turn the palm to face the mat and continue and turn your palm to face back behind. From here, bend the elbow and draw the back of the right hand along the outside of the left hip or as close as you can get it. Working on our shoulder mobility here. Re-extend the elbow, turn the palm back to face the right. Inhale, come back the way we came, drawing the big semicircle, right fingertips facing forward. We'll do the other side. So we take this right hand and switch position. Right hand out in front and in the center. Left fingertips pointing forward. Inhale, big semicircle once again, reaching up, up, up and back. Turn your palm now to face the ground and continue to turn it to the right, internally rotating the shoulder. Bend the elbow here and draw the back of the left hand alongside the right hip or as close as you can get it. Re-extend the elbow, turn the palm back, and come back the way we came. Inhale, reaching the arm up, up through the sky and forward. Plant your hands, reach them forward and lower down into child's pose. Take a moment here. Reconnect with your breath. You can stay right here, or if you wish, you may take your hands and palms to touch. And like a little shark fin, draw your thumbs towards the back of your neck, bending at the elbow. Getting a nice little tricep stretch here. Opening in the shoulder. Release that, bring your palms back to the mat. And from here, I'm going to, with our hands, walk ourselves back up onto our heels. Come forward into your tabletop and then continue to bring your tummy down towards the ground. Separate your feet to the outer corners of the mat, tops of the feet down. Lower your chest and forehead to the mat and bring your hands underneath of your shoulders. Tuck your elbows in and we will start to come into our dynamic Cobra pose. So tuck the tailbone and imagine lifting the belly button away from the mat. As you inhale, lift the chest up into a small cobra. Exhale, lower down, forehead to the mat. We'll do 2 more times. Inhale, peel the chest. Engage the back muscles. And exhale, forehead back to the mat. Last time, inhale, peel the chest. Engage the back. And this time, as you exhale, slide your hands forward and bring your elbows underneath of your shoulders for sphinx pose. And instead of collapsing in, we want to imagine our chest coming through the shoulders and opening up across the chest. So you can stay right here if this is comfortable for you and you feel like you want to stay right here. If not, we will continue on and take some further variations of the pose. So with your left hand, we're going to pivot from the left elbow and spin the left hand towards the right elbow. Draw your right ankle towards your right glute and reach your right fingertips forward. And as before, we're going to reach up, semicircle through the sky and grab the right foot. Now from here, I want you to kick into that hand, and by doing so, take some of the weight and pressure off of the left forearm as we also open up the upper middle back and chest. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, draw that heel to or towards the glute, adding in a nice quad stretch here. You can turn your fingertips towards the front, drawing that heel closer to the glute, and turn your gaze forward. Deep stretch here. We'll take one more inhale. And exhale, release that foot back to the mat. Bring that right arm forward, back to the starting position, forearm down, and spin your left hand forward. Once again, into our sphinx pose. We'll do the other side. So pivoting from the right elbow, spin the right hand towards left elbow. Draw your left heel towards your left glute and reach your left fingertips forward. Once again, drawing that big semicircle, reaching up and grabbing the left foot. Again, we want to kick into this left hand, lifting the chest and taking some of the pressure off of the right forearm. Opening up the upper middle back, getting a nice twist here. We'll take one more inhale and exhale. Draw that heel to or towards the glute, stretching into the upper left leg. You can spin your fingertips forward and take your gaze straight ahead. Take one more breath here. Big inhale. And exhale, release the grip. Lower the foot back to the mat and bring your left forearm back down. Spin your right hand forward once again. Take one more inhale in sphinx pose. As you exhale, spin your hands into the center in front of you and then turn your elbows out as you lower your chest and your forehead to your hands. Enjoying this moment of relaxation, of release. And If you wish to take some movements here, rock your hips over to the left and then over to the right, releasing any tension that you're holding in the lower back. Enjoying these little movements. When you're ready to come back to center, I want you to roll over now onto your back. Kick your feet out straight. Take a moment and draw your knees into your chest for Apanasana or knee to chest pose. Holding on to the knees, making some little movements and massaging the lower back onto the ground. Maybe taking some minor circular motions, going in an clockwise rotation, and then reversing into an anti-clockwise rotation. Come back to center once again. Just hug your knees into your chest. From here, extend your feet to the outer corners of your mat and take your arms alongside your body, palms facing to the sky, as we settle down and come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So from here, make any adjustments you may need, shuffling your feet and your hands to a place that is comfortable. Allow your feet to flop open and your hands and fingertips naturally to curl as you settle down. And if it feels comfortable for you, you may close your eyes and let go. Taking some smooth, steady breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Notice how this smooth, steady, rhythmic breathing in through the nose and out through the nose allows your muscles to melt deeper into the ground. And with every exhale, imagine you are releasing any tensions in the body or mind. Exhale, release. Feel the spaciousness and the lightness you have created. And now imagine with your smooth, steady inhale, inhaling a bright, luminous light into your internal space. And know that the practice you did today has created so much harmony in your body and in your mind. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and roll over to one side, coming into a fetal position. And with your top hand, using that to press yourself up and come into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope that this class has been very relaxing and you feel recharged and renewed to begin your day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care, and I hope you join me for future classes.